Welcome back, everybody. Our next guest has 1 million followers on TikTok, 81,000 followers on Instagram. He's followed by Will Smith, Mike Tyson, and Snoop. Dwayne Pereira has turned his passion for toy photography into a business. Dwayne is joining us live from Edmonton, Alberta. Dwayne, welcome to the show. Please let us know, how does one begin to shoot toys and become super famous because of shooting toys the way you do?
Well, this whole thing started around 3.5 years ago. I was getting into photography and I was looking for ways to practice. And I saw these little action figures and I thought, you know what, it would be kind of cool to try shooting them. So I got my camera, started shooting them, and eventually, I fell in love with it. And I began building little props and accessories and dioramas. And it kind of just took off from there. I started injecting these pop culture references from sports, music, and video games into my scenes. And, after sharing them on social media, it started to take off.
Your work is meticulous. Talk to us about how much time goes into getting every shot just right, or how many days?
Well, I'd say on average, it takes around 5 days to make a shot. That includes building the scene and then taking the photo and then editing it. It really depends on how many little items I need to make for the scene. There was a scene that I did a little while ago with Spider-Man in a record shop. And for that scene, I needed to make a whole bunch, about 500 little vinyl record albums. And that took about a week to finish. So on average, 5 days or so.
So where did you pick up on the fact that famous people were digging your stuff? Like, how did that hit you?
It just happens naturally through Instagram. The great thing with social media is that you never know who's watching, right? And things get shared all over the place. And one day I noticed that Will Smith had reposted that photo of him and Michael Jordan on his Instagram page. And things like that happen every once in a while, and it's really cool to see.
I appreciate that one, because I always say Michael Jordan over LeBron. We fight about it a lot in this studio. Dwayne, talk to us about if people want to commission your work. Like, is this a full-time gig for you? Is it a passion? Can they put in a request? Do you sell any of the images?
I'm in the process of turning this into a career. My main goal right now is just to get to a point where I can spend all my time creating content, whether it's photos or behind-the-scenes footage for my YouTube channel. As far as commissions, it really depends. I generally like to work on projects that I'm personally involved in, so I may or may not take commissions depending on what it is. But the best place to find me is just on social media through Instagram at Dwayne Shoots Toys, and YouTube and TikTok as well.
All right, Dwayne,
Awesome.
listen, we appreciate your time. Best of luck to you. Go Oilers. Hopefully it's an interesting playoff for Connor McDavid and company. I see you. I see you with the Oilers hat. All the best to you. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Super
I appreciate
cool.
it.
And go Ninja Turtles. Saw that behind him, too.
I know.
Heroes in a half shell.
Speaking of figures and toys, Todd McFarlane is joining us. A comic legend, a Canadian comic legend, joins us after the break. We'll talk to him on National Superhero Day straight ahead. Good Wednesday morning, Canada. You're watching BT.